Imagine you're 24 years old, you live in Beverly Hills, you drive a Ferrari to the grocery store, you wear a $200,000 Richard Mille watch, and everyone, and I mean everyone, thinks you are the son of a Russian oligarch. This was the life of Daniel Lessin. He was the golden boy of the supercar world. He didn't just hang out with the elite, he sold them their dreams. But there was just one small problem. He wasn't a billionaire. He wasn't a Russian oligarch's son. And the $3 million worth of Ferraris he sold to Hollywood's elite, they never existed. This is the story of how one kid with a Photoshop license and a lot of nerve scammed the smartest rich people in America. To understand the scam, you have to understand the bait, the Ferrari Monza SP. This isn't a car you just buy. You have to be chosen by Ferrari. It's an exclusive, ruthless, multi-million-dollar masterpiece. If you get an allocation, you have a golden ticket. You can flip it immediately for $1 million profit. Daniel Lessin. He showed up on the scene claiming his family had a special relationship with Ferrari. He told brokers and collectors, "I have allocations. I can get you a Monza." And people believed him. Why? Because he looked the part. He drove a Ferrari 488 Spider. He posted photos on private jets. He had the trust fund swagger down to a science. Here's how he did it. Lessin would find a buyer, maybe a wealthy real estate mogul or a high-end luxury car broker. He'd say, "Send me $300,000 to secure your spot for the Monza." He would send them official-looking purchase orders, wire transfer confirmations, and even VIN numbers. It all looked legit. But the documents were fake. He was photoshopping wire transfers. When the buyers asked, "Where is my car?" he'd blame Ferrari corporate delays or banking errors. Meanwhile, he was using that $300,000 to fund his insane lifestyle, renting mansions, buying watches, and renting other supercars to keep up the appearance of being filthy rich. He was effectively running a Ponzi scheme. He used money from victim B to pay off the debts of victim A, all while living like a king in the middle. But in the car world, people talk. It started on the forums. Ferrari chat users, who were some of the most obsessive detectives on the internet, started noticing holes in his story. Why is his dad's name not on the Forbes list? Why does this VIN number belong to a different car? Then the heavy hitters got involved. Rob Ferretti, a famous car YouTuber, and major dealerships like Pagani Beverly Hills started realizing the wire transfers weren't clearing. The FBI stepped in. They found that Lessin had scammed victims out of roughly $3 million. He had even tried to sell the same fake car allocation to multiple different people at the same time. In the end, the billionaire prince traded his penthouse for a prison cell. Daniel Lessin pleaded guilty to federal wire fraud. He was sentenced to 45 months in prison. The judge wasn't impressed by the fake it till you make it defense. Lessin went from driving hypercars to making license plates. Okay, maybe not literally, but you get the point. The crazy part, Lessin was only 24. He fooled veteran brokers who do this for a living. It proves that in Hollywood, if you have the right watch and the right confidence, people will believe anything. But remember, if a deal looks too good to be true, it's probably because the guy selling it is photoshopping the bank receipt. What's the wildest scam you've ever heard of? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more stories of the rich and reckless.